away, couldn't even get a vine in.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 8, read. Get the ball.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Look at me. Go. Fight.
Block now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete to Nada, the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. That's complete to Jake Butt. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 too soft. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Ready.
Off the play fake. Dillard. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Ready, break.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, Sam off.
Check. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Sponge. No,
down.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
18 Gator.
You remember me. Let's go, baby.
5.
Off play action. Dillard. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw. Dillard. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready, 60 Pittsburgh.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Shoot. Slide.
Go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Off the play fake. Dillard. And this is caught by Watkins. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Throwing on first down. Dillard looking for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Dillard. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the
Hey, echo.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Dillard. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch, switch, switch.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
5.
From the gun, Dillard. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Running with Howard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
10-2 stop.
22-yard line.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Throwing on second down. Lock. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 52. Kill. Leo.
Throwing his lock on third down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
To throw from his end zone. Dillard will find his tight end. That's Waller. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Greystone travel.
Watch safety creeping. Safety.
Hard.
Switch gears.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Check back 47. I smell fear in that offense.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check 47. Yeah.
On first down, Dillard. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Go.
Check 77. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Blue
Ready?
Back to the air on second down. Dillard. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Check 43.
Hey, lock it.
36. Alert 3. Watch the safety creep.
Bleep them.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Dillard. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Watkins, the intended receiver. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Your trip is here.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2nd and 11. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
61, matchbox lights.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Here we go. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Here we get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Dillard. He finds Hopkins complete. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller. He has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. He's going to air one out. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
This is the tight end fan. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This time they stay on the ground. Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line.
Let's go. Get excited.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 6. And a catch made by Hopkins. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Duke Dawson picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Set 30 base.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Being chased out left. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Back to throw. Dillard Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 down, 4 down. Check. Hey, watch this.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
70, Indy. Check. Hey, Alpha.
Strong right. 3 down. 97's the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Dillard. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They run with Howard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go, baby. First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
X3, 218, chop.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
General West.
From the gun, Dillard. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo, 80 weapons.
Tookie's the mark. Let's get off the field.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bang, 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 bang. Rock it. Deep rip.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
95's the 6. Check his Mike. Watch the screen. Pass.
A first throw here for the backup, Taylor. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. Call it a pickup of 7. And that'll make this a 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Motion. Reset.
And now he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now this one is running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Joker. Check it back.
Look at me. Go.
Check three. Out.
Protein spill.
Check 26.
Go.
Off play action. Dillard. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Looking to throw. Dillard looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Hopkins. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw. Dillard. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Dillard. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dillard under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Kill.
49, check 49. Hey, exit.
Right there. 54, right there. 54.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
No. Off.
Hey, Haywood.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch
5.
On 4th down, Dillard. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now a carry here for their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And they will take a knee here.
Taylor on the keeper. Almost a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And they take a knee.
Taylor on the keeper.
Ready. Get the flag. I'm scared. I got double time. Double time. Alert. Alert. 3 down. 3 down.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Denver, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running in down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. You see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running in down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running in down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yep.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep it